welcome to Knit Crochet with the Gilmore Girl. My name is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. If you are a new viewer, thank you for coming. Welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I am hoping I can do this without coughing myself to death because I have had a cold for the past 3 weeks, as you could probably tell from my voice. And I've been talking all day, so hopefully we can do this. I do have a long video for you this time because I have a lot to talk about and a lot to show you. So sit back, grab your work in progress and a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. I got my ice cold Diet Coke. Isn't this a cute little cup? Oh my goodness, I'm already starting to cough. Okay, so let's get into it. This is a knitting and crochet podcast, if you don't know. And I'm sitting in a different area this time. You can see just up there, it's a picture of myself when I was 4 years old. And I went to my preschool pictures, and the guy asked me to smile bigger, and I got really upset and started crying, so that's the result. It's kind of cute, I think. But, yeah, you can see part of my messy house, but oh well. Anyways, breathe, Cheryl. Breathe. Okay. I have some finished objects for you. I have some works in progress. I have some acquisitions and stashquisitions. I can't even say it. Stashquisitions. And I have some great things to show you. So sit back, grab your work in progress and a cup of coffee, and let's get started. I'm just going to take a little sip. I'll probably be doing that a lot. First off, my finished object. One of my finished objects. I'm done Ryan's blanket! Woo! So, oh, this is upside down. Oops. Okay. So, you see the hearts? Aren't they pretty? So, it's not a really long blanket. It's all in the way here. Okay, so it goes in that color. Starts with this color. It's got the hearts, which I showed my brother, and he just about died, and my sister-in-law. They loved it. And then it goes to that color. And then that color, and that color, and then that color, and that color. So all I have to do is weave in the ends, and I'm done. I'm so happy with it. This is the Heart Baby Blanket, I think it's called, and it gives different dimensions for bigger blankets. If you go on YouTube and look up Woolly Wonders, heart blanket, you will find this tutorial for a baby blanket. She does say in the video how to make it bigger, but I actually went to woolywonders.com and bought the pattern because I wanted it so bad. So it was like $4 Canadian, so it was pretty good. It might have been $5, I'm not sure, but really worth it. I want to make so many blankets with it. So yeah, I'm done that. So happy. It took me so long to do. And I did finish a loom knit project. Again, I haven't woven any ends, but it's not the best work I've done, but it's a loom knit project, and it's a shrug. And if you look on YouTube and go to loomahat.com, I believe, Loomahat on YouTube, which is one word, Loomahat, one word, you will find Denise's pattern for the spring shrug. And, oops, I got upside down. So it's a cute little shrug. I like it. I made a couple mistakes, so I do want to make another one. But, yeah, it's really, it kind of rolls up when you hold it, but when you're wearing it, it really looks good. So, here, I can put it on for you. This is the top. So, sorry. Should have put it on first. So, this is how it looks in the front. It's just a cute little shrug. I had to make it bigger for me, but I think I did a good job. I can't get it perfectly on me right now, but it does look good on me, honest. I got it all mixed up, but See, it's really cute. So yeah, I want to make another one. There's a video, like I said, or you can buy the pattern, and I bought the pattern from loomhat.com. So really cute pattern, loom knit. She shows you how to make it on a 41 peg loom, which is the one I did, and then I added some extra rows to make it bigger for me. And then on the video, she shows how to make it on a 36 peg loom. But if you buy the pattern, it shows how to do it on the 41 peg loom, which really isn't much different. So yeah, I'm happy with it. And then I have so many work in progresses, but I think what I'm going to do is save that and show you something that's kind of special because it has something to do with my work in progresses. So another drink because my throat's getting croaky. So a little backstory. On, what day was it? Saturday, I guess. Today's Sunday. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. This will probably be up on Monday, so I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. To all the mothers, all the wannabe mothers like me, and all the mothers who are trying to be mothers, and all the mothers who have babies in heaven like me, and all that. I just wish you all a wonderful Mother's Day. So yesterday, I went to, or was it Friday or Saturday? I'm not sure. I went to my brother and sister-in-law's place with my dad. My brother crochets once in a while. He's pretty good at crocheting. And my niece who lives with them, she's an adult, and she crochets as well. She does knit, but it hurts her hands too much, so she doesn't knit very often. And I went to my sister-in-law's. I showed them Ryan's blanket. They loved it. And somehow it came up that I knit. And my sister-in-law kind of jerked her head up. She's like, "You knit?" I'm like, "Yeah, I thought you knew that." And she's like, "No, I didn't know. Do I have a gift for you?" So I was all excited. Okay, so she is a crafty lady. She does greeting cards. She doesn't knit or crochet, but she does greeting cards. And, sorry. She has a lot of crafty friends. One of those friends is a knitter. She wanted to get rid of all her patterns from like 30 and 40 years ago. And my sister-in-law got them for free, and she gave them to me. Everybody screamed. Okay, so I was so excited. So do you remember back when, if you're old like me, see, I remember my grandma having patterns like these. Whoops, sorry. They're in these little photo album type things, little binders, and she has organized them so perfectly. So I'm just going to do a flip through of the binders. There's 3 of them. So this is binder number, it's got a binder number 2. This is number 2. So it's got children patterns and stitch patterns. It's all organized by color. Sorry. You're going to have to deal with me coughing a bit today. So it's got here stitch and pattern library. There's a bunch of different patterns or different stitches that they show. I'm just going to see if I can do this a bit better. Show you a bit better. Now you can see more of my messy house. But anyways, so it's got all these stitches. Well, my camera. This is not working. Okay. So there's like here it's talking about traveling stitches, and there's cable variations, and they got like they have the stitches on the other side. So like here's the cable stitches, and there's just tons of them. There's rib patterns here. And I hope you can see it. I can't see what I'm doing there, but just a whole bunch of your popcorn-based stitches. This is like a treasure because these are worth a mint. These are definitely worth a mint. They are so old, and they're amazing. I've looked through them, and I keep finding new things. It's a bit smoky because she smoked, so my allergies are kind of bad, but Hopefully they'll air out. But there's this. There's a small, small lace patterns. And there's just tons. And then they've got patterns. So, let's see here. This one is a zip-up bomber jackets. And it's got the picture in the front. And then it's, trying to show you. It's like a little card. It's got the pattern in this little booklet. So you can take it out and look at the pattern. So there's tons here. This one is a V-neck school sweater. And oh, the smoke. A girl's pattern vest. I mean, there's tons here. And they've got toys and baby things. There's this little baby Scandinavian baby suit. It's just so cute. So that's one book. I've got 3 of them, people. I mean, this is just amazing. This is worth a lot of money. And I'm happy to have them. I'm already working on 2 patterns, which I'll show you. I'm already working on 2 patterns from these books. This one right here is all patterns, I believe. Yep, so there's like adult patterns, this one. I'm sorry my lighting's so bad. And there's like this one. And there's, oh, look at this. Wraparound coat with roll collar. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? This is called the Knitting Collection. Right there, it says Knitting Collection. It's by Golden Press. And she's got little things that say what the categories are. And these are international boutique patterns. Oh, they're beautiful. Just beautiful. I haven't even looked in this book yet. Oh my goodness. They're just wonderful patterns, and they're easy patterns. I can figure them out, so they're quite easy, and I'm loving it. Now, the 3rd book, I have to show you the 3rd book, because this is exciting. Which is the 3rd book? That's number 2. This one, this has techniques and, is this the one I'm looking for? Yes, this one is full of information. Oh my goodness. Binding off and assembling. Slipping stitches. I mean, most of these I know, but there's quite a few that I don't know. Lace knitting. And here's one I've never even heard of. Jacquard knitting or something. This one, trying to find it here. This has advice for better V-necks and better cardigans, how to make them bigger, the yarns, different yarn weights. What's this? This one is just full of information. Finishing and trims instruction cards. And I'm trying to find, here's children's knitting instruction cards. The cards in this section have been specially designed for children who would like to knit but do not know how to follow patterns. There's a bunch of little things for children. It's amazing. And then, this is my favorite. Adapting for larger sizes. That is just amazing. So it's adding to width and length, and jackets and coats, and estimating yarn. This one's about sleeves. And then, this one's about understanding basic shapes, but what I like, let me see if I can find it. I'm so excited. This, I mean, when I saw these, I was just like amazed. I got these for free. My sister-in-law said, hey, I got them for free, so I'm going to give them to you for free. So I'm like, yes, please, you know, like, my goodness. This one, this is folk knitting instruction cards. So what it does, it first of all gives the English knitting history, which is kind of interesting, Britain and Ireland. And then it gives air knitting and Guernsey knitting, just the history of it, Austrian knitting, Icelandic knitting, the Faroe Islands. I mean, it's just amazing. And Shetland knitting. I think this is the one that gives abbreviations for the different international knitting. It gives abbreviations so that you could go to an international knitting pattern and know what they're talking about. So that's kind of cool if I can find it. I don't know where I saw it, but it's amazing. This one is about adapting and designing. It talks about how to design things. This is just full of things that is just amazing. I am so thrilled. Thank you so much, Karen, for giving me these. And to the lady that gave Karen them, I don't know your name. You're probably not watching, but this is just amazing. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about them. So, because of that, I have some WIPs, some work in progresses. So, first off, I am making a blanket for Ange. You know, my friend Ange is having 2 babies, twins. They are both having problems. They don't know if the babies will live. She is going into the hospital and soon at 26 weeks and maybe giving birth then to save the babies, because if they don't give birth, if she doesn't give birth soon, the babies will die. So please keep her in your prayers and the babies in your prayers, the little boys, and they are not doing too good. They are optimistic. So, you know, we're praying and hoping that they live and that they're healthy. One of the boys will have to have heart surgery when he's born. The other one is having a bit of problems as well. So, we're just praying and hoping that for the best. Her older son, Lincoln, I am making a blanket for him. Oh, I gotta get my phone to show you the pattern. Be right back. Oh, what a mess. My house is so messy, I tell ya. I'm in the middle of rearranging my house, so it's kind of a big mess right now. Okay. So, let us go to the Ravelry, and I'll show you the patterns that I'm doing from Ravelry. Sorry. I don't know how to do picture-in-picture, so I can't show you on the screen. I have to show you with my phone, but, you know, it's the only way I can do it, so, come on. I don't want to listen to an audiobook right now, thank you. Ravelry. Okay. Oh, sorry. Close up there. Log in. And okay, so we want to go to my library. I don't want to go to my messages. I want to go to my library. Darn it. Isn't it the same, like if you want to show someone something, you can never find it? So it takes so long. Okay, library. So, I am making... Oh my goodness, that's not what I want to find. It's like, it's not giving me the newest added. It says recently added, but they're not giving me the recently added. Okay. That's fun. Here it is. This is called The Interlocked Hearts Baby Blanket by Claudia Elby. It was put on here in October 1995. Let's see if we can find a picture. So this is what I'm making for Ange's oldest son. Let's see if I can show this. Oh my goodness. Well, we may not be able to show you. Oh, it's glaring. No. Oh, I can't show you, darn it. Well, I can kind of see it. It's hearts. It's a knitted blanket. It's got hearts. I know, I'm sorry. It's not showing very well. Like, it's all glaring. But it's got little hearts in it, and it's knitted, and so I'm making that in red. So I just started this, so I've only done... I'm making a baby blanket size, because apparently he likes sleeping with his baby blankets. So I'm just making it this size. I've only done the first, it's a free pattern on Ravelry, and I've only done the first 9 rows. So I haven't started doing the hearts yet. Where to put everything? My goodness, we'll put it over there. And then I started with one of the patterns that I got from the books that I showed you, which I happen to not have brought with me. Oh my goodness, where did I put it? Well, first of all, one of the patterns I found in that book is called the Crew Neck with Stitch Pattern for Little Girls. And you can't really see very well. It's got a little pattern up here. And I'm making that for Kendra, my little sweetheart, who is like a daughter to me. And I'm making that in pink. So this is Bernat Premium. It's just called pink. It's 7 ounces, 198 grams, 100% acrylic, and it's Bernat Premium. So I have started it. Yesterday I started. I did most of it today that I did. And I'm doing the second size. I'm in the middle of a row again. Why do I always do that to you people? So, let's see. This is the right side. So it's got a little, this is from the bottom up. So this is the bottom. And it's just stockinette right now. And then it'll have the pattern. So I'm excited about that. Okay. Then I'm going to have to find it because it's really, really cute. Be right back. I'm so sorry. What a mess. Let's see here. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know where it is, but it's a cute little baby overalls. I don't know where I put it. And I have to find it because I have to find the pattern. Cute little baby overalls. So I started that in Bernat Premium again. In the colorway just black. So I'm making little overalls for the babies. I'm making the second largest size because I think it'd fit like a 6-month-old kind of thing. So this is going to be the leg. Don't quite know how it's going to work out, but I'm making that. Then the big news. I went, today is always a hard day for me, Mother's Day, because of my mom passing 10 years ago. It'll be 10 years in June 24th. And it's really hard for me on Mother's Day because I used to spend a lot of time with my mom on Mother's Day. It was a special day for us. And so it's hard. Plus the fact that I've always wanted to be a mommy, and I do have a baby in heaven, but other than that, I don't have any children, and so it's a rough day for me. My dad knows this, and he is in town for a while, so he took me out, and we ended up going to Princeton, which is about an hour away, and we had lunch and had a wonderful time. And on the way there, he said to me, I really liked Ryan's blanket. And I said, well, thank you. And he said, do you think you can make me and my wife, who's like my stepmom, a blanket, a queen size blanket? Sure. So he offered to pay for the yarn, plus give me some money on top of that for making it. I'm like, yeah, by all means. So we decided on a pattern. I showed him one of my squares that I made. This is the Baby Blocks heart pattern on Ravelry. It's a free download. It's just a block, like a square, and it's got a heart in it. And he wanted a heart that doesn't have holes like the one I made Ryan. Which this is the right way. So as you can see, there's a heart there, right there. It's kind of hard to see. No, wait, this is the right size. Sorry. There, you can see the heart. And my dad really liked it. I showed it to him, so he wants me to make it. So I have to make like 120 or 130 of these. Yeah. So he took me to Walmart and bought me a whole bunch of yarn. God bless him. For this project. So I have a whole bunch of yarn to show you. But I started making one square for him. I'm using 6mm needles. I'm not sure if I'm going to use 6mm or 5mm for it. I'm trying them out to see which one he likes better. But yeah, I'm making this now. And this colorway is Sky Blue Brunette Premium. And I got a whole bunch of Brunette Premium. Like 30 skeins. I got like 20 skeins for his blanket. And then he bought me 10 more for myself to make for Anda's kids. Do you know what it feels like to go in a store and have a buggy full of yarn? I was just like in heaven. I loved it. I was so thrilled. It was like I was smiling so big, and my dad laughed at me because I was just, I was so happy. So for the blanket, we have 2 of each color. This is all 100% acrylic. Bernat Premium, Yarnspirations Bernat Premium, 198 grams, approximately 360 yards or 329 meters. And this one is the color Hot Pink. We got 2 of those. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do all this. Okay, so we got 2 of the red, which is just called red. We got 2 of baby yellow. No, wait, this bag is for me. This one's for me to make for the babies. So baby yellow, 2 of those, and 2 of clear ocean, and 2 of royal blue. There's more. And 2 of the black, which I showed you already. Those ones are the ones for me. Whoops, I'm dropping them all. I'm going to have to put them in different places so I don't get them mixed up. Then for my dad, for the blanket, I've got the pink I showed you. Then I've got baby blue. 2 of each. I've got lilac. Very pretty. My stepmom loves purple, so this will be perfect. He picked all the colors, so hopefully they'll like them. And I'm just going to make like 2 or 3 rows of each color and then add other colors on top of it. This one is burgundy, which I love. Oh, I got yarn in my nose. This one is magenta. And again, like I said, I got 2 of each. This is ultraviolet, which my stepmom will love. I have more. I don't know where they all are. I'm just a big mess right now, I tell you. Oh, here's the other bag. Those are all the doubles of them. So, yeah, I've got about 30 skeins. I'm so excited. And I'm going to be changing my house around right where those, I'm trying to show you, where my coffee maker is on those dressers. That's going to be a big black shelf, and I'm going to have all my stash there and books. So I'm excited about that. I'm doing that on Tuesday. My dad's going to come over and help me do that and change my house around, make it a bit cleaner and better. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I've got so many things going on. I am knitting and crocheting all day, every day, I swear. Now, that is all for the Yarny Goodness. So if you're here just for the Yarny Goodness, thank you very much for joining me. Have a great day and God bless. If you're here for the books as well, for reading, I have read quite a few books. I've listened to some audiobooks. Let me see if I can remember what they're called. I listened to a Cleo Coyle book, which I love Cleo Coyle's writing. She writes coffee house mysteries, which are cozy mysteries. And I listened to the audiobook Fresh Pressed, and I listened to that one. That was good. I listened to Forever in Blue, which is the 4th book in the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants series, which I love. So I listened to that one. I've listened to it before, but I listened to it again. I'm currently listening to a book, forget what it's called, but it's a fictional account of Louisa May Alcott's life. And after she published her first book and before she published Little Women. Wonderful book. I'm loving it. I'm listening to an audiobook. Let me see if I can find what it's called for you. It's a wonderful book. I'm loving it, and it's just so good. So I would recommend it if you're a fan of Little Women or Joe's Boys or any of those books by Louisa May Alcott. Let's see what that one's called and who it's by, because it's a wonderful book, really well done. I'm loving it. I didn't think I'd like it, but it's really good. So I'm about a quarter of the way through still. I'm not even halfway through yet, but I'm loving it. So it's just an account of her life and how she wanted to be an independent woman and how she ultimately falls in love. And I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I know she does. So it's just a wonderful book. So that one is called, yes, The Lost Summer of Louisa May Alcott. And it is by Kelly O'Connor. I think there's another name after O'Connor. Yes, Kelly O'Connor McNees. McNees. Kelly O'Connor McNees. It's a wonderful book, The Lost Summer of Louisa May Alcott. I totally recommend it. Really good. I'm also listening to Carolyn Hart's book, Set Sail for Murder, which is another cozy mystery. It's the series called the O. Henry series from Carolyn Hart. Loving that one. I am also I will be listening to Miss Scarlett's School of Patternless Sewing by Kathy Cano Murillo. Don't know what it's like. I haven't listened to it yet, so I'll let you know. And I'm also listening to a very, very, very long book. It's like 35 hours on audio. It's called New York by Edward Rutherford. I can't really see it, but it's all about the history of New York and a different fictional families, and it's got some historical events and stuff that happen. I don't know exactly what happens, but I was recommended it, so I thought I'd try it out. He has another one called Paris, so if I like this one, I might try that one. So yeah, I also read some books. I read, I'm currently reading, Lemon Pies and Little White Lies by Ellery Adams. Loving this book. It's from the series A Charmed Pie Shop Mystery. It's a cozy mystery. The main characters are the main character is a kind of like a, what do you call it? Like a witch, I guess. She has magical powers and she solves mysteries. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. So I'm on page 127 and there's 189 pages. So I'm enjoying this book. I also bought some books, so I wanted to show them to you. This one I'm reading, I'm rereading because I loved it so much and I bought it. It is Sadie by Courtney Summers. This book, when I first listened to it on audio, if you listen to it on audio, it sounds a lot better because it's done in podcast form. It sounds like a real podcast. So this book has, it's a young adult book. It has, it's told in two different perspectives. One perspective is a actual podcaster, like a fictional one, but a podcaster who's doing a podcast about Sadie, who has gone missing after her sister is killed. And years after her sister is killed, Sadie has gone missing as well, and they're trying to find her. The other perspective is done in Sadie's voice, and Sadie is on a hunt for the guy who murdered her sister. She knows who murdered him, and her, and she is out for revenge. It's a really good book. Lots of swearing, which I don't really like, but it's a good book. And there's trigger warnings for pedophilia and rape and abuse and neglect. If you're not in the right mindset to read this, then I wouldn't recommend it. It's not graphic, but it does talk about some things that if you're not in the right mindset to read, it could be triggering. So just a little warning there. There is a trigger warning for those abuses. It's about a girl who goes to get revenge on a guy who had abused her and her sister and killed her sister. Really good book. The ending. There's a lot of people who don't like the ending. I personally love the ending. I thought it was amazing. Really good book. Another book I bought. I bought these from Book Outlet, which if you haven't been to Book Outlet, it's a wonderful site. It's bookoutlet.com or .ca, depending whether you're in Canada or US. And it has discount books that were damaged in some way or unable to sell because of a little damaged part in the book. So they send it to Book Outlet, and Book Outlet sells it to you for really cheap. There's usually hardly any damage at all, but they're not perfect, so they can't sell them. So this one is The Way I Used to Be. I read this one earlier this year. This is another emotional book. It's about a girl who gets raped by her brother's best friend, who is like a brother to her. And it's all about her life after that. She chooses not to tell anybody because she doesn't think they'll believe her, because he's such an important part in the family's life that she doesn't think they'll believe her. So this is all about her life and the downward spiral she goes through. She starts sleeping around with other men, and it's just a wonderful book. And I don't mean that in a crude way. It's not wonderful in the way that it's talking about rape, but it's a very good book on what someone goes through after they are raped. I know this from personal experience, so I'm just saying. The emotional turmoil she goes through and the things that she does to, you know what I mean? I'm getting emotional here. The things she does so that she doesn't have to deal with the fact that she was raped. And it's a wonderful book. This is, of course, 20% off. It says I got to take the sticker off. But The Way I Used to Be, wonderful book. Trigger warning for rape, of course. And slut shaming. There's a bit of slut shaming in it. So if you aren't in the right mindset to read this, then I recommend not reading it. But it is a very powerful book. So this is by Amber Smith. Oh, Sadie was by Courtney Summers. This is by Amber Smith, The Way I Used to Be. Then I got some contemporary romances, young adult. I got When Dimple Met Rishi. This book is about, I haven't read it yet, but it's about a girl who is from India, and she is living in America, I believe. I think. Not quite sure. But her parents have arranged for her to get married, but she decides to go. She convinces them that she can go to a university program at a university, and they send her the guy they want her to marry to that same university, and they meet, and it's just a love story. So don't know quite much. I don't know a lot about it, but that one. And then I got the sequel. I think this is the second book, From Twinkle with Love, and it's I don't know much about it. Just got it. It's about another character that's in this book. So it's a companion, not really a sequel. It's more like a companion book. There's a third one called something about Sweetie. I don't remember, but there's a third one that I want to get, but haven't read those yet. Then I got these for like $1 each, like $1.50 each. They're they're really cute. They're classics put in emoji form and texting. So this one's called Scrooge # worst gift ever, and it's kind of cute. It's the story of the Christmas Carol, and it's all done in texting and emoji. Just cute little story. It's the retelling of it, done in modern terms. Just thought I'd try it. It's cute. I also got A Midsummer Night # no filter, and YOLO Juliet, which is, of course, is Romeo and Juliet. Woo! I dropped it. Those are the books I bought. My writing is not happening right now. I'm not writing a lot. I will be hopefully writing some more. I stopped writing my fantasy book. I didn't like the way it was going. I do plan on writing it someday, but not right now. I did start a new book that I'm kind of putting all my ideas of the other books I've had ideas for apart from the fantasy book. So it's a contemporary, and it's called My Diana, and it hasn't written yet, but it's going to be about a girl who finds a best friend like Anne Shirley does with Diana in Anne of Green Gables, which will be her favorite book, and she wants to find her Diana. So it's all about their lives, and I'm looking forward to writing that. I haven't started it yet. Well, actually, I did start it. I wrote about 2 pages of it, but I haven't written it in about a week, so we'll see. I do want to be a published author someday. I just got to get doing it. Get working on it. So, 45 minutes almost already. So I think that's all that I have to talk about. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day and a wonderful weekend. And God bless you in all you do. Have a great day. Bye, guys.